Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 9th, 10th and 11th of March. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First question is, where was the event for the world's biggest textile event held? This biggest textile event is known as Bharat Tex, right? And we have discussed many times that Bharat Tex 24 was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now the question asked is about the location, that where was this event, that is the world's biggest textile event Bharat Tex held. So it was held at Bharat Mandapam. Where is Bharat Mandapam? Bharat Mandapam is at Pragati Maidan, that is in New Delhi. Correct? This is first venue. Second venue, remember, Yasho Bhumi, right? Yasho Bhumi. So these are the two venues that you need to remember, but the first and important one is Bharat Mandapam and second is Yasho Bhumi. These are the two India's largest exhibition center where the event for this Bharat Tex took place. Then this Bharat Tex, what is this? As the name suggests, text, it is a textile event, right? In order to grow India's textile sector, in order to bring more development in the textile sector, to set up more industries, to set up more manufacturing plants, to come up with new technologies that will be helping the textile sector to grow, this event was held. Then this Bharat Tex was inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 5F vision. This 5F is farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, right? Let me show you. farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, and this is based on, this is 5F vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Correct. Who is our Union Minister of Textile? Piyush Goyal. Right. Next. Now, who were the organizers for this Bharat-Tex? This Bharat-Tex was organized by a consortium of 11 Textile Export Promotion Council and supported by the Ministry of Textile. Then, if we look at the participants here, policymakers, global CEOs, 3,500 exhibitors, 3,000 buyers, over 1 lakh visitors from 111 countries participated in this event. And the exhibition, organized across a 2 million square feet area, featured Vastra Katha and an artistically curated story of textile. Here UP, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, the leading textile states of India, participated in this event. Moving on. Next, remember, PM Narendra Modi visited Jharkhand, West Bengal and Bihar. Right? And if we look at this, on 1st of March, PM Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone and dedicated to the nation various development projects worth 35,000 crore rupees in Dhanbad district of Jharkhand. Then he dedicated to nation and laid the foundation stone of various development projects worth 72,000 crore rupees in the Hooghly district of West Bengal. Correct? Now, if we look at some of the projects, such as if we talk about in Jharkhand, right? So Mohanpur Hasinda new rail line was set up. Then apart from this, 3 new trains were also flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Then we will be seeing that more development in the rail sector will be seen in the Jharkhand area, correct, to increase the socio-economic development in the Jharkhand district or in the Jharkhand state. Then we will be seeing more investment in the core corridor over there. Apart from this, we will be seeing that PM Modi inaugurated a North Karanpura super thermal power project that is in the Jharkhand state, and it is developed at a cost of more than 75,000 crore rupees. These are just the gist of it that you need to remember. As we have discussed that in the coal sector we will be seeing more investment and growth. This will be done under Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Master Plan. Correct? Then apart from this, we will be seeing more and more development in the fertilizer sectors also. Right? We will be seeing more fertilizers as it will help the farmers also, and even subsidies will be provided here. Then apart from this, remember, multiple rail projects in Bihar, multiple construction projects of national highways will be done in Bihar. Then apart from this, we will be seeing multiple sewage treatment projects also in Bihar. A unity mall will also be set up in Bihar that will be catering to the day-to-day needs of the people there, right? And this sewage treatment plant that we were talking about will be launched under Namami Gange program. Next we will be seeing that PM Modi visited Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Odisha on 4th and 5th of March. And if we look at some of the projects that will be launched here, or he launched these projects, say for example, first if we talk about Telangana, remember NTPC's 800 megawatt super thermal power project, this will be the second unit of it and it is in Telangana. Then if we talk about Jharkhand, we discussed here also that multiple projects, but apart from this, remember a 660 kilowatt, 660 megawatt of North Karanpura super thermal power project will be launched here. Then apart from this, if we talk about Chhattisgarh, a fly ash based lightweight aggregated plant will be launched here. Then second is a flue gas CO2 carbon dioxide to ethanol plant will be launched here. Then apart from this, we are talking about Telangana and Tamil Nadu, right? So we have seen about Telangana. If we talk about some other projects related to Tamil Nadu, right? So in his visit to Tamil Nadu, India's first indigenous prototype for fast breeder reactor with a capacity of 500 megawatt electric was launched at Kalpam in Tamil Nadu. And apart from this, remember, if we discuss about Odisha, here multiple projects related to oil and natural gas has been launched, and these projects, and we are seeing that these projects will be helping in a lot in the development of the state. And one more thing, remember we saw about Bihar. So Bihar will now also be made as a, or in Bihar we will be seeing a startup ecosystem similar to that of Telangana, similar to that of Bangalore, right? And here we will be seeing that multiple startups will be growing, and even SIDBI will be helping to grow these startups from scratch. Next, here you can see he inaugurated Caro at Begumput Airport of Hyderabad, Telangana. He inaugurated various projects related to power sector over 56,000 crore rupees. He inaugurated multiple development projects worth 6,800 crore rupees, right? And you need to remember this, right? Just for, see, one more here is that PM Modi visited Tamil Nadu and he inaugurated India's first indigenous prototype fast breeder reactor we have seen, right? And with it is with a capacity of 500 mega electric at Kalpam, Tamil Nadu. Next step, our Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, he inaugurated 201 CNG stations and India's first small-scale LNG unit of GAIL. What is CNG and what is LNG? CNG stands for compressed natural gas and LNG is your liquefied natural gas. So recently, Hardeep Singh Puri, our Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, virtually inaugurated 201 CNG station and India's first small-scale LNG unit of GAIL was also launched. So two things. First is 200 CNG stations, and second is your first small scale LNG unit of GAIL, that is gas India. GAIL is your Gas Authority of India Limited, right? And these 201 CNG stations, they were set up by 15 city gas distribution entities of GAIL Group. They are in 52 geographical areas across 17 states, right? And then if we talk about this LNG unit, that is the India's first small scale LNG unit of GAIL, that is Gas Authority of India Limited. It was set up with a project cost of 150 crore rupees. If we talk about GAIL, then who is the chairman and managing director here? Sandeep Kumar Gupta. Headquarter is in New Delhi and it was established 1984. And we have also seen 2 rupees were reduced from the price of CNG. Correct? Next is MOCA. What is this MOCA? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs has notified the provision to let CCI impose penalty on firms' global turnover. Right? Why penalty will be imposed? The reason for the penalty here will be that if any two competitors are there, say for example A and B, they are the two companies in a particular sector and they are having competition, right? And if a company tries to have bad practices in order to have all the business and it takes bad practices, then this a company will be imposed penalty, right? I repeat, what are the guidelines here? That if any company, right, or we can say CCI will impose penalty on the turnover of the company when a company is engaging in a activities that will distort competition, right? For example, if we take about Google, right, what is happening with Google right now and why the companies all around the world or the government all around the world are not liking Google? The reason is that they have full monopoly in the Google App Store, right? And they even charge multiple high percentage for that, correct? So why the companies are paying even just to list their application on Google Play Store? The companies has to pay multiple amount also, right, for downloads and everything. So similarly, if any company is trying to have any bad practice in order to have all the competition, then that particular company will be imposed a penalty that will be 30% of the total revenue or total turnover for that company for that particular year, right? I repeat, the amendments allow CCI to impose penalty on the global turnover of a company for engaging activities that distort competition. This global turnover includes turnover from all the products and services and not just from product being investigated. The CCI can impose a penalty of up to 30% on the global turnover of companies involved in anti-competitive practices. If we look at some penalty guidelines here, the amendment also mandates the CCI to publish detailed penalty guidelines to offer clarity to the methodology of penalty calculation. The guidelines will offer a step-by-step process of penalty amount calculation. Right? Next, which organizations came together and pledged $600 million to combat cervical cancer? So remember, these are the three organizations: World Bank, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, that is an NGO of Bill Gates and his wife, ex-wife, Melinda Gates, and UNICEF. So these are the three organizations that came together and they have pledged close to $600 million, and it is to combat cervical cancer. This funding will include $400 million over the 3 years by World Bank and $180 million by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and $10 million by UNICEF. Right? And this commitment was made during the first ever Global Cervical Cancer Elimination Forum, advancing the call to action. This was held in Colombia from 5th to 7th of March. Right? And remember, cervical cancer, it marks the fourth most prevalent cancer among women worldwide. Then remember, most high income countries in the early 2000s, they have introduced HPV. What is this HPV? HPV is your human papilloma virus. This is a vaccine that will protect people or women against the viruses that causes cervical cancer. Right? Then remember, recently Indonesia, if we talk about it, Indonesia has renewed their commitment to their National Action Plan 2023 to fight against cervical cancer. If we talk about World Bank, who is the president? Ajay Banga. And recently it was World Bank, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and UNICEF. They have pledged close to $600 million to combat cervical cancer. Next, RBI has signed a memorandum of understanding with which country's bank to promote use of local currencies for bilateral transaction. So it is RBI of India and Bank of Indonesia. They together signed a memorandum of understanding, and this was signed to establish a framework to promote the use of local currencies of both countries such as Indian rupees and Indonesian rupiah for cross-border transaction. And this will promote the use of Indian rupees and Indonesian rupiah more. And this MOU will cover all the transaction accounts, right, that can have the transaction and the traders and the businessmen between these two countries. Right? This will promote more and more trade between India and Indonesia. This will reduce the settlement time for the transaction between India and Indonesia, and even the transaction cost will be reduced here. Correct? Next is RBI amended the card rules. Customers can choose the card network as per their wish. So RBI recently, under the exercise of their power conferred under Section 35A of the Banking Regulation Act of 1949, Chapter IIIB of RBI Act of 1934, and here under this the provisions came that as per the rules, the card issuers are bade to enter into any arrangement with the card makers for the issuance of credit card that restrain them for availing the services of the other card networks, and this will benefit the customers as they will get freedom to choose from multiple card networks. The timeline to follow the new norms by the card issuers is 6 months. Right, that within 6 months they have to comply with this, and they have to make sure that the customers choose which kind of network they write. They want Rupee network, right, or they want Visa, or they will cover MasterCard, and so on. Right? If we talk about RBI, who is the governor? Shaktikant Das. How many deputy governors are there? 4 deputy governors are there. It was established on 1st of April 1935 and headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, Fairfax India provided liquidity support of how much amount to IIFL Finance. So recently, Fairfax India, they provided a liquidity support of $200 million to IIFL Finance. Right? I repeat, how much amount? $200 million. This move is after the RBI's ban on IIFL Finance in sanctioning or distributing new gold loans. And Fairfax India is one of the long-term investor in IIFL group of companies, and they own 15% stake in IIFL. Next is economy and business. Reliance Consumer Products and Elephant House partners for beverages. I repeat, Reliance Consumer Products Limited, they partnered with Sri Lanka-based Elephant House to manufacture, market, distribute and sell beverages under the Elephant House brand across India. Through the collaboration, RCPL will strengthen their beverage portfolio, which already includes brands like Campa, Soyo, and Raskik. Correct. So coming back, Reliance Consumer Products, they have partnered with Elephant House, that is of Sri Lanka, for beverages. Next is awards and recognition. Japan architect Raiken Yamamoto. I repeat, Japanese architect Raiken Yamamoto, they have won the Pritzker Prize for architecture for 2024. As you can see in the picture, this Pritzker Prize is given in the field of architecture, right? And architect Raiken Yamamoto of Japan has been named as the 2024 laureate of the Pritzker Architecture Prize. And I just mentioned this Pritzker Prize is given in the field of architecture, and this is the highest global architectural recognition given to any architect. And he will be the 53rd laureate of the Pritzker Architecture Prize and 9th Japanese architect to win this prize. This award will include a 100,000 US dollar and a bronze medallion. Right? Then, if we talk about this Pritzker Architecture Prize, this was established in 1979, and this award is given to honor the living architects who built work demonstrates a combination of talent, vision, and commitment. And this award, Pritzker Prize, is also known as or also often labeled as Nobel Prize of Architecture. Next is Indian writer Amitav Ghosh awarded the Netherlands Erasmus Prize. Erasmus Prize for 2024. It was awarded to whom? It was awarded to Indian writer Amitav Ghosh, as you can see him in the picture, and this is the award given by Netherlands. Right? And mark this, he was honored for this contribution to the theme of Erasmus Prize, that is imagining the unthinkable. Correct? This theme refers to the expression of the unprecedented global crisis of climate change in the written words. If we talk about Amitav Ghosh was born in 1956. He is from Kolkata, West Bengal, and he is famous for connecting the past with the present in relevant ways in his novels. He received Padma Shri, or he was honored with Padma Shri in 2007. Then he was awarded with Sahitya Academy Award in 1990. Correct? And he won Man Booker Prize in 2008 for his novel Sea of Poppies. Next is appointments and resignations. Alok Rungta appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Future Generali India Life Insurance. I repeat, Mumbai, Maharashtra based Alok Rungta. Mumbai, Maharashtra based company Future Generali India Life Insurance Company has appointed Alok Rungta as the Managing Director and CEO with effect from 1st of April. And Alok Rungta will take charge from Bruce De Brois, or Alok Rungta will replace whom? Alok Rungta will be replacing Bruce De Brois. Right? Next is books and authors. Recently, Sri Lanka's ex-president Gotabaya Rajapaksa authored the book that is The Conspiracy to Oust Me from the Presidency. I repeat, The Conspiracy to Oust Me from the Presidency. Correct? He is the former president of Sri Lanka, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and has authored this book that speaks about the political downfall to a conspiracy involving the foreign and local parties. And Gotabaya Rajapaksa served as the 7th executive president of Sri Lanka from 2019 to 2022. Correct? And this book is available in English as well as Sinhalese language, that is the language of Sri Lanka. Next, important days. International Women's Day observed on 8th of March globally. And this day is to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of the women. The day aims to celebrate the women's equality here and their achievements and their individual rights. Correct? And there is a theme for this that you need to remember, that is invest in women acceleration progress. I repeat, this is the theme, invest in women acceleration progress. This is the theme for the International Women's Day. And there is a campaign also for International Women's Day, theme for which is Inspire inclusion. Inspire inclusion. So International Women's Day observed on 8th of March. Next is state news. Remember, UP's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched My Yuva program. What is this My Yuva program? That's MYUVA. So this is Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan. I repeat, Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan. This program is to empower young entrepreneurs in Uttar Pradesh and to promote the culture of innovation and enterprise. So we can say basically in order to start the startup ecosystem here, right? I repeat. So this My Yuva program is what? Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan, and it is to empower young entrepreneurs in the state of Uttar Pradesh to promote a culture of innovation and enterprise. This My Yuva program is designed to empower educated and skilled youths across UP to facilitate self-employment opportunities and foster establishment of new MSMEs. Right? The goal here is to directly benefit 10 lakh units over the next 10 years by financing 1 lakh units every year. Right? And if we talk about this, in this program, interest-free loans of up to 5 lakh rupees will be provided in the industry and service sector. And the support to this program, UP government will be providing 1000 crore rupees in the budget for financial year 25. Then the funding will be provided here by rural banks, SIDBI, and financial institutions that will be notified by RBI. So this is My Yuva, that is Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan, launched by Uttar Pradesh. If the name of person asks, Yogi Adityanath, who is the Chief Minister of UP. So friends, these were your important current affairs. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. PM Modi inaugurated Bharat Tax in New Delhi. Where was it held? Two venues were there, Bharat Mandapam and Yashobhumi. Then PM Modi visited Jharkhand, West Bengal, Bihar, similarly to Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Odisha, and launched multiple projects there. Then Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has inaugurated 201 CNG stations and India's first small-scale LNG unit of GAIL. Then Ministry of Corporate Affairs has notified the provisions to let CCI impose penalty on firms' global turnover whenever they are following negative practices in order to remove the competition. Then a total of 30% of penalty can be imposed on the total turnover of all the products globally as well as in nationally for that particular company. Then World Bank, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and UNICEF, they have pledged approximately $600 million to combat cervical cancer. RBI and Bank of Indonesia, they have signed an MOU to promote use of local currencies for bilateral transactions. Then RBI has amended the card rules and customers can choose card network. Fairfax India provides liquidity support of $200 million to IIFL Finance. And remember, Fairfax India, they have a total of 15% stake in IIFL Finance also. Then Reliance Consumer Products and the Elephant's House. This Elephant's House is of Sri Lanka and they have together partnered for beverages. Then Japanese architect Raiken Yamamoto has won the Pritzker Architecture Prize for 2024 and he is the 53rd recipient of this award. Then Indian writer Amitav Ghosh has been awarded with Netherlands Erasmus Prize 2024. Alok Rungta appointed as the MD and CEO of Future Generali India Life Insurance. Sri Lanka's ex-president Gotabaya Rajapaksa authored a new book, that is The Conspiracy to Oust Me from the Presidency. The International Women's Day observed on 8th of March and UP's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched My Yuva program to nurture the youth entrepreneurship in the state of UP, and interest-free loan of up to 5 lakh rupees will be provided here to the youth. So these were your important current affair friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. First, we are talking about national affairs. PM Modi inaugurated multiple development projects and programs worth 17,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh. Right? 17,000 crore rupees. This was via video conferencing. That means it was through a virtual method, and during which he laid the foundation stone and dedicated multiple projects worth 17,000 crore rupees across Madhya Pradesh. These projects will include power, coal projects, road related projects, rail sector projects, water supply projects, right, and various other industry related projects. Then apart from this, he launched a cyber tehsil project. He launched a cyber tehsil project in Madhya Pradesh, and he also unveiled Vikram Aditya Vedic clock. Vikram Aditya Vedic clock. And where is this Vikram Aditya Vedic clock? It is in Ujjain. Right, so remember these two: Cyber Tehsil project in Madhya Pradesh and Vikram Aditya Vedic clock. It will be in Ujjain. If we talk about Madhya Pradesh, what is the capital of Madhya Pradesh? Bhopal. Who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? Mohan Yadav. Who is the Governor of Madhya Pradesh? Mangu Bhai C. Patel. Moving on. Next is India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector was inaugurated in which state? So remember, India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector was inaugurated in which state? It was inaugurated in Haryana. Right, we are talking about green hydrogen. Why this is important? Because there is no release of carbon into the atmosphere while burning. Water vapors are released on the, or is the water vapor is the final product on burning green hydrogen. Then coming back to this, will be this first green hydrogen plant will be where? In Hisar, Haryana, correct. And this hydrogen plant has been set up by GSL in association with Hygenco Green Energies Private Limited. So these are the two companies along which, or these are the two organizations which have set up this first green hydrogen plant in the stainless steel sector in Haryana. And GSL is your Jindal Stainless Steel. Jindal Stainless Steel Limited, that is in Hisar, Haryana. Correct? Take a note of this. Then apart from this, Haryana, if we talk about it, International Solar Alliance is the headquarter here of, or Gurugram, Haryana is the headquarter of International Solar Alliance. Project director here is Ajay Mathur. This was started in 2015 between India and France, and Malta became the latest country that has joined International Solar Alliance. Next is MOSPI, that is your Minister or Union Minister or your Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. They have signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization to facilitate urban frame survey and digital mode. Urban frame survey in digital mode. If we talk about this urban frame survey, first of all, what is this? This urban frame survey, this is conducted once in every 5 years, right? And it is to basically talk about the frame of compact urban geographical units, right? And this helps to define the clear-cut boundaries here, right? This UFS will provide a map, and in that map are drawn using the boundaries like of blocks, wards, towns on satellite pictures, right? So every 5 years this survey is done so that accurate data on the maps can be represented. So remember, it is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation that signed an MOU with which organization? So they signed an MOU with ISRO's arm, that is NRSC. NRSC stands for National Remote Sensing Center, right? And this comes under ISRO only, and they signed this MOU in order to facilitate urban frame survey in digital mode. And this survey is conducted once every 5 years, and it is to give accurate data about the boundaries, about the blocks, of the units, of towns, so that satellite data can be projected accurately. Next, the first edition of Blue Talks meeting held in New Delhi was co-partnered by whom? So the first edition of Blue Talks meeting held in New Delhi was co-partnered by, see, first of all, remember, this was the first edition of Blue Talks, right? This meeting was held in New Delhi, and the meeting was hosted by Ministry of Earth Science and was co-chaired by Embassy of France and Embassy of Costa Rica. So all of these together hosted this first edition of Blue Talks, right? Take a note of this. Then the matter of, or we can say the theme of this meeting was ocean health and governance. It was ocean health and governance. Correct? More than 50 participants took part in this particular exercise. Next is farmers enrollment in Fasal Bima scheme increased by how much? So in fiscal year 24, the farmers enrollment in Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana increased by 27%, right? And so far around 56.8 crore farmers have enrolled under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and more than 23.22 crore farmers have received the claims for the same, right? So take a note of this. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, if we talk about it, this is a central sector scheme launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. It was launched in 2016, and this is the world's third largest insurance scheme in terms of the premiums. Which bank partnered with Ease My Trip to launch co-branded travel credit card? So it is Punjab National Bank and Ease My Trip, right? These are the two organization bank, correct? So they have partnered together to launch a co-branded travel credit card that will be named as PNB EMT credit card, correct? This is a co-branded travel credit card that will be very beneficial for travel, correct? And this card is available for an annual membership fee of 2000 rupees and can be globally accessed across 100 countries. If we talk about PNB, Atul Kumar Goel is the chairman and is the managing director and CEO. Headquarters is in New Delhi. 1894 this was established. If we talk about Ease My Trip, Nishant Pitti is the co-founder and CEO, and it was founded in 2008 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next, which bank offers light saving account with lifetime zero balance future? Not future, feature. Right? So which is that bank? It is Bank of Baroda. They have launched a lifetime zero balance saving account that will be called Bob Light Saving Account, and this account will offer a lifetime free Rupee Platinum credit card or debit card for the customers who maintain a nominal quarterly average balance. Right? Here the quarterly average balance will be for 300 rupees or 3000 rupees for metro or urban areas, 2000 rupees for semi-urban areas, and 1000 rupees for rural branches. Then if we talk about Bank of Baroda, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Devadatt Chand. Headquarter of Bank of Baroda is in Gujarat and it was established in 1908. If we talk about RBL Bank, then remember RBL Bank MD and CEO is R. Subramaniam Kumar. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. One thing you need to remember about RBL card is that RBL card has offered Go saving account with zero balance feature, right? So FDI inflows declined to what amount in April to December 2023? So remember the FDI inflows. FDI is your, what is FDI? Foreign direct investment, right? So the amount of money that was invested by foreign individuals in India has declined to what amount? So it declined to $32 billion, and this India saw a drop of 13% in FDI from April to December month, right? Take a note of this. And this was basically lower investment in sectors such as computer hardware, software, telecom, auto parts, pharma, as per the government data. Then if we talk about the countries from which we are seeing a decline in the FDI inflows, such as Singapore, US, UK, UAE, and we have seen that the FDI amount that used to come from these countries have declined. Next, amount from this, the question cannot be asked, can also be asked in such a way that which is the state that is the state that has that has received the highest FDI inflow for the same period for April to December 2023. So that is Maharashtra state that received the highest inflow of FDI. Next is related to sports. Red Bull's Max Verstappen has won the opening F1 Bahrain Grand Prix 2024. Direct question, who won the Bahrain Grand Prix 2024? It was won by Max Verstappen and he drives for Red Bull. right? Take a note of it. Then on first position, Max Verstappen, second Sergio Perez, and third was Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, they both drives for Red Bull, and Carlos Sainz, he drives for Ferrari. Next is related to important days. Jan Aushadhi Divas. This day is observed on 7th of March. Jan Aushadhi Divas or Generic Medicine Day, observed annually on 7th of March to create awareness about the importance of generic medicines and to highlight the benefits of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Then 7th of March marks the observance of the 6th Jan Aushadhi Divas. That means this year in 2024, it was the 6th edition of the Jan Aushadhi Divas. Then the first ever Jan Aushadhi Divas was observed on 7th of March in 2019. Where will be new AIMS built in Jammu and Kashmir? So in Vijaypur district of Samba, remember here, new AIMS will be built, and recently PM Narendra Modi inaugurated, dedicated and laid the foundations of worth more than 32,000 crore rupees of projects in Jammu and Kashmir, and among them he inaugurated this AIMS Vijaypur in Jammu and Kashmir. Next is ECI, Election Commission of India. They signed an MOU with which organization for electoral awareness ahead of Lok Sabha polls? So Election Commission of India, they signed a memorandum of understanding with IBA, that is Indian Banks Association, and Department of Post, that is DOP, that comes under the Ministry of Communication. And the aim of this MOU between ECI, IBA and Department of Post is to basically enhance the voter awareness, correct? To create voter awareness, right? Electoral awareness, to tell people about the elections, right? That how elections are conducted, what are their rights, how they should vote, what are the criteria they should look into a political party before voting, correct? So that is the reason to create this electoral awareness. Election Commission of India, Indian Banks Association and Department of Post, these together they signed an MOU to create electoral awareness. If we talk about IBA, Indian Banks Association, who is the chief executive here? Sunil Mehta, and the headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Moody's revised India's GDP growth rate for fiscal year 24 or for this current year 2024 to be dash. So India will be growing as per Moody by 6.8%. Earlier they projected it to be 6.1%, but now they have increased their GDP forecast to 6.8% after the result of the third quarter GDP of fiscal year 24, that was 8.4% for India. Right? India is growing heavily in manufacturing sector, not just in manufacturing sector, but also in the infrastructure sector also. Right? And remember, the inflation in January, it has dropped to 5.1%. That was 5.7% in the month of December. Next is NGEL and UP Rajya Vidyut. They have partnered to develop renewable energy projects in which state? So remember NGEL, that is NTPC Green Energy Limited, right? They partnered with UP Rajya Vidyut, and this was a joint venture agreement, and it was for the development of renewable parks and projects in the state of Uttar Pradesh. What is the rank of India in World Bank's Women Business and Law 2024 Index? I repeat, in WBL 2024 Index, that is Women Business and Law 2024 Index. This is the 10th edition of this index, correct? And this was released by, World Bank Group. It was released by World Bank Group. Question asked to you here is, what is the rank of India in this particular index? So India stood at 113th position out of 190 countries in this index, correct? And remember, the index shows that Indian women enjoy 60% of the legal rights that are granted to women, which is lower than the global average of 64.2%. Then if we talk about World Bank Group, and we saw who is the president of World Bank, Ajay Banga, headquarters in Washington DC, and When 1994 this was established. Next is homework section. First, Poshan Pakhwada, recently seen in news, is organized by which ministry? Second, which country received the prestigious Measles and Rubella Champion Global Award for its exemplary efforts in combating these diseases? Third, recently, Bichom has been declared as the 27th district of which state? Fourth, where was the Agriculture Integrated Command and Control Center inaugurated? And fifth, which day is celebrated as CISF Raising Day every year? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.